Have you ever felt trapped on an emotional roller coaster with someone you hate and love at the same time? Have you wondered why, despite the pain and suffering, you still want to be close to that person? Today, we will uncover the dark secrets behind this complex dynamic. You will discover how narcissists manipulate your mind and heart, creating an addiction that can be as powerful as any drug. Get ready to understand why it's so hard to break this cycle and how you can start freeing yourself from this emotional trap. Stay with us until the end to learn the keys to reclaiming your freedom and well-being. Intermittent reinforcement, the narcissist's hook. Intermittent reinforcement is a psychological manipulation tactic that narcissists use to keep you trapped in the relationship. It works by alternating between positive and negative behaviors, creating an emotional roller coaster that leaves you constantly craving the good moments. This pattern is unpredictable. One day they can be charming and attentive, and the next, cold and distant. This inconsistency keeps you always on edge, waiting for the next sign of affection, which reinforces your emotional dependence on them. The impact of intermittent reinforcement is profound because it plays with your emotions and expectations. Moments of affection and attention release dopamine in your brain, a chemical associated with pleasure and reward. When the narcissist withdraws that attention, you experience an emotional crash similar to drug withdrawal. This leaves you desperately wanting to feel that well-being again, willing to endure the mistreatment in the hope that the good moments will return. Over time, this cycle of intermittent reinforcement can erode your self-esteem and your ability to make rational decisions. You find yourself justifying the narcissist's abusive behavior and minimizing your own feelings of pain and suffering. This dynamic creates an emotional dependence that is extremely difficult to break, as your brain has been conditioned to associate that person with the source of your most intense feelings, both positive and negative. Cognitive dissonance, loving and hating him. Cognitive dissonance is a state of mental tension that occurs when you hold two contradictory beliefs at the same time. In a relationship with a narcissist, this dissonance arises because, although you recognize that they hurt you, you also feel a deep love for them. This contradiction leaves you in a constant state of anguish and confusion as your mind struggles to reconcile these opposing feelings. This internal conflict can lead you to justify the narcissist's behavior or blame yourself for the abuse. You might find excuses for their actions, such as, "they had a bad day," or "they really love me, but they don't know how to show it." These types of rationalizations keep you trapped in the relationship because you prefer to believe in a kinder version of reality rather than face the pain of accepting the truth. Cognitive dissonance also significantly affects your mental health. The constant internal struggle can lead to high levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. You feel trapped in a cycle of hope and despair, waiting for things to get better while sinking deeper into manipulation and abuse. This emotional confusion is one of the narcissist's most powerful weapons, as it keeps you in a state of vulnerability and dependence. Brain-level addiction, the dopamine trap. The narcissist manipulates your brain chemistry similarly to how a drug affects an addict. During the initial phase of the relationship, they shower you with attention, affection, and validation, causing a massive release of dopamine in your brain. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward, and its release makes you feel euphoric and deeply connected to the narcissist. However, this honeymoon phase doesn't last forever. The narcissist will gradually begin to withdraw their attention and affection, leading to a decrease in dopamine levels and leaving you craving that initial euphoria. This cycle of reward and withdrawal is what creates the addiction. You find yourself constantly chasing those first moments of happiness, unaware that you are being manipulated. This behavior pattern has devastating effects on your mental and emotional health. The constant fluctuation in dopamine levels can lead to withdrawal symptoms when the narcissist ignores or mistreats you. These symptoms include anxiety, depression, insomnia, and an obsessive focus on the person causing you harm. Your brain has been reconfigured to need the narcissist in the same way an addict needs their drug, making the idea of leaving the relationship seem unbearable. Psychological effects. A personal hell. Addiction to a toxic person can have devastating effects on all aspects of your life. Psychologically, you may experience a constant sense of anxiety and stress. This perpetual state of alertness results from the narcissist's unpredictable behavior, leaving you always waiting for the next criticism or the next episode of affection. This anxiety can be so intense that even medication may not be enough to alleviate it. In addition to anxiety, insomnia is common. Nights are filled with obsessive thoughts about the relationship, and sleep becomes elusive. Lack of proper rest not only affects your physical well-being, but also diminishes your ability to think clearly and make rational decisions. The combination of insomnia and anxiety can lead to extreme exhaustion, making you feel incapable of handling daily tasks or enjoying things that once made you happy. Another significant psychological effect is compulsive obsession with the narcissist. You may find that your mind is constantly occupied with thoughts of them, affecting your ability to concentrate on work, relationships with others, and daily activities. This level of obsession can alienate you from friends and family who may not understand why you remain trapped in such a destructive relationship. The feeling that nothing else matters as much as being with the narcissist can lead you to neglect important aspects of your life, causing a general deterioration in your emotional and physical well-being. How to break the vicious circle. Understanding why the narcissist gets you addicted is just the first step. The most crucial thing is to learn how to break this vicious circle and reclaim your life. Here are effective strategies to cut contact, overcome emotional withdrawal, and rebuild your self-esteem. Number 1. Recognize the problem. The first step to breaking the cycle of abuse is to recognize that you have a problem. It's easy to fall into denial and minimize the negative impact of the relationship, especially when there are good moments that keep you hopeful. Admitting that you are in a toxic relationship and that you are addicted to that person is essential to begin the recovery process. This acceptance requires a deep level of self-reflection and honesty with yourself. Once you recognize the problem, it's important to stop justifying or minimizing the narcissist's behavior. Understand that the abuse and manipulation are not your fault and that you deserve better. Talking to a therapist or counselor can be very helpful at this stage, as they can offer you an objective perspective and guide you through the process of understanding the relationship dynamics and your role in it. Number 2. Cut the supply. After recognizing the problem, the next step is to cut all contact with the narcissist. This can be extremely difficult, as your brain has been conditioned to seek their attention and validation. However, it is a crucial step in breaking the addiction. Delete their phone numbers, block their social media, and avoid places where you might encounter them. This drastic cut may seem cruel, but it is necessary to allow your brain to start detoxing. During this period, it is vital to have a support network. Inform friends and family of your decision to cut contact and ask for their help to stay strong. They can offer you the emotional support you need to resist the temptation to reach out to the narcissist. They can also help you remember the reasons why you made this decision, which is especially useful in moments of weakness. Number 3. Prepare for withdrawal. The process of emotional detoxification will be painful, but it is a necessary part of recovery. Withdrawal can include symptoms such as anxiety, depression, insomnia, and a strong sense of loss. These symptoms are temporary but can be intense. It is important to remember that this pain is constructive and will lead you towards a healthier and more balanced life. During this period, take care of your physical and emotional well-being. Practice self-care techniques such as exercise, meditation, and healthy eating. You can also benefit from creative activities or hobbies that distract you and help you channel your emotions positively. Stay busy and focused on activities that bring you satisfaction and keep you away from the temptation to contact the narcissist. Number 4. Avoid substitutes. A common mistake is trying to fill the void left by the narcissist with another person. However, this can be counterproductive. Comparing a new partner to the narcissist will only intensify your feelings of dissatisfaction, as your brain is still adjusting to the absence of the drug that was the narcissist. Before getting involved in a new relationship, allow your brain chemistry to reset to normal levels, which can take time. It is important to work on your emotional recovery before opening yourself to a new relationship. This can include individual therapy to address the traumas and behavior patterns that led you to the toxic relationship. You can also consider support groups for people who have gone through similar experiences, where you can share your experiences and receive support and understanding. Number 5. Discipline and long-term focus. Overcoming emotional addiction requires discipline and a strong focus on long-term results. The rational part of your mind must prevail over the emotional. This means constantly reminding yourself why you decided to leave the narcissist and what the benefits of this choice are. Keep a journal where you can record your thoughts and progress, and review your goals regularly to stay motivated. Develop a daily routine that includes activities that make you feel good about yourself and help you build a new independent life. It can be helpful to set small, achievable goals that give you a sense of accomplishment and progress. Over time, these achievements will add up and give you the confidence and strength needed to move forward. A free and full future. Freeing yourself from addiction to a narcissist is a painful but deeply transformative process. It allows you to rediscover freedom, inner peace, and the ability to direct your life towards your own goals. Without the toxic influence of the narcissist, you can begin to heal and rebuild your self-esteem and identity. As you progress in your recovery, you will discover that life can be incredibly rewarding without the burden of an abusive relationship. The mental and emotional clarity you will gain will enable you to make healthier decisions and build relationships based on mutual respect and love. The freedom to live without toxic attachments is an invaluable gift that will open new opportunities and experiences. If you are going through this or know someone who is, remember that there is a way out. It is possible to regain control of your life and emotional well-being. You are not alone. Many people have managed to free themselves from this addiction. Share your experiences and seek support from others who have gone through the same. Recovery is possible, and it's worth fighting for a free and full life. I would like to know your opinion and experience in the comments, and if you like the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.